Hello and welcome to Season 1, Episode 2 of Eternal Reaches, the Garblag Games Mongoose Traveller 2nd Edition role-playing show. Hi, I'm Pete the referee.
I'm Ben, I'll be playing Azar White-Eye.
I'm Roger, I'm playing Commander Magnus Alexanderson.
I'm Simon, I'm playing Brandon Parsons, and I still don't know my intelligence score.
Last time on Eternal Reaches, our crew of the Aurora had done some work at Creer, here on the lovely map, to get a cargo, a mission. You had Lady Glissa to take to Cusk, so you made preparations and you travelled to the Cusk system. It was a fairly uneventful journey. You had sort of had a bit of a chat, checked the ship out, make sure it's all running fine, everything seemed okay.
It was nearly a very uneventful journey.
It was, nearly. You arrived at Cusk to the space station Stormhaven, and you docked after a bit of journey into the system. And you then sort of split up on board the station to investigate a bit. We know that Jackson went and investigated some of the Bryce Corp people on the station. Glissa was interested in the data file that she was sent from the Cusk administration about what they'd found on the surface of the planet. And Azar headed out and did a little bit of streetwise to try and get the lowdown, see what's really going on Stormhaven. So all quite interesting. Magnus, you were asked by where are we? I do have their name here. Sleshk, the Sciences Departmental Head, to take Glissa further down to the planet's surface, where near a small outpost, a strange structure had been detected remotely. Now, this is thought to possibly be remnant technology. As we all know, hundreds of thousands of years ago, the four species controlled this area of space, and every now and then some great artifact is found buried beneath lava flows or hidden on an asteroid somewhere, and everyone scrabbles to find it. Korea have suspicion that there are remnant artifacts to be found on Cusk. So you guys were sent down with Glissa to take her there. On the station, you also found a small group of scientists who wanted to be transported down to the outpost nearby, and you thought this was a good way of killing two birds with one stone.
Making
some cash. So you guys loaded up and headed down into the atmosphere. There were fairly strong winds higher up. If you remember, the structures that had been detected were sort of in the foothills of a range of mountains, which looked actually like extinct volcanoes with large lava flows that had solidified millennia ago. So you guys had arrived and deposited Glissa, Stalwart Husk, the Chorix reporter, who's very interested in these ruins, and Jackson Singray, who is staying to help with communications and relaying between yourselves and the two of them as they investigate the site. So they're going to set up a perimeter and investigate the area, whilst you guys head off to the outpost to drop the scientists off there. And that's where we begin. So they have just left the ship. Your 11 scientists are kind of just bunking down in one of the staterooms. There's no real sort of need for them to have a long-term stay. And they're all keeping themselves to themselves, as they would. But you guys have just deposited the three other characters on the planet, and you're free to head off to the outpost to get in your small amount of cash. You know that it'll take you about 10 minutes to fly there, if that. So you can easily lay in a course. Just slide in that way a little bit so I can't see very well. Cool. Yes, so it's not hard. This is the only other technological object in the local area. So you find it on the sensors quite easily. There's a little ping, there's an energy signature. And as you're flying towards it, you can see that there are three low structures, each sort of long, old habitat structures that have been placed in a simple kind of U shape with some sort of plastic tubing between them almost. As you remember, you need filters outside, and it's quite hot most of the time. And there's been an area that's been flattened so that people can land. It's not quite big enough for your ship. It's normally for small shuttles and the type. And dotted around the 3 sort of habitat modules, you can see 2 large vehicles that are obviously therefore roving out across the land. You can see they're covered in kind of mud and dirt. They've obviously been out exploring. And yes, as you fly in, it's a kind of large flat plain. Looks like sort of mud flats that have solidified over centuries. Quite unremarkable. But you know that these people are sort of drilling into the ground, checking the local area, examining the deposits, seeing what's going on the planet to really get an understanding of what resources they could get off this planet. Because Korea are trying to sort of build up their infrastructure and make a name for themselves. So you start flying in towards this outpost, and you are conned. Hello? Hello, this is Anders. Ship, can you identify yourself, please?
This is Commander Magnus Alexanderson of the Aurora. We've been instructed to deliver these scientists to this location.
Little crackly screen image appears. You can kind of see the interior looks quite old. Looks like these are probably salvaged from Stormhaven Station, potentially, and brought down and put on the surface as some kind of science outpost. And as a sort of middling-aged human looks back at you. Ah, yes, hello. Right. Well, if you land at the pad, just be careful. There's a few boulders around the area, I think. But yes, we'll see you shortly. He kind of turns to the side, and the camera cuts.
Well, I shall go and get the scientists ready.
Okay.
And get my gear.
They are. There's 11 of them, and
I shall count.
yes, you registered 11, and you have 11.
But you've only got 10 fingers. How will you manage?
That's okay. I can work that out.
And they're all human, apart from one Fodlani.
Okay.
They're all wearing fairly standard environment suits with thick boots. They've got filters ready. They've got bags of kit. They've got sensor pods and all that kind of stuff.
Captain, do you want me to take care of those boulders?
We'll assess the area on arrival. See if that will be necessary.
I'll be in the turret.
Triple laser, triple pulse laser. Yeah.
Just say the word.
Yeah.
And those
Small
boulders
mountains,
become
Spanish.
craters.
Yes. To blast away the habitat. Okay.
Nuclear orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
So you fly in. Would someone like to make a piloting roll?
Many.
Plus your dexterity modifier.
10, 11, 14.
Yes, it's not a difficult roll. It's just to see that you didn't scratch the paint.
Like a beautiful butterfly.
Not quite. There's a thud.
You land in the mud.
Yes, as you kind of land on this caked mud and the flattened platform.
See, lasers would have dried that right out.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder to land in a
can
crater.
You can walk around the ship with your gauze gun and just...
Yeah, and the scientists are now sort of filing down and ready by the airlock to disembark.
Well, I shall make sure they all leave the vessel looking all soldiery and stewardy at the same time.
Are they wearing their filters?
Yes, they all seem to be putting their filters on, apart from
One
the
in their
woman
ear.
standing at the back. You think maybe she's just standing at the back, and they're kind of queuing up for the airlock.
Okay, well, I'm going to put my own filter on, sling my shield over my back, and grab my rifle.
Okay. Grab your
And
rifle.
I'm going to... they're allowed on this planet, right?
They probably would frown on you taking your assault rifle into the science outpost.
Yes.
You opening the airlock so they can leave.
I shall open the airlock and lower. I'm assuming there's a ramp.
There is like a
When
short
we
ramp
land,
that just extends out.
I shall
Or
lower
it can
the
be
ramp.
little stairs that unfold if you want.
I think a ramp.
Okay, right.
Yeah,
Little ramp
easy to
descends.
run. You don't like stack yourself
Into the mud.
A flow of liquid like in Flight of the Navigator.
Oh yeah.
I shall take all the cards I gave them.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right off them.
Yep.
So I no longer need to know where they all are.
Yes. Okay.
Allow them to leave the vessel.
Okay. Make an investigate roll.
I rolled 2, yeah?
Yeah.
On the table.
That's okay. That's okay. I only need a high number. No, I got 3. I did not investigate anything. In fact, there was a butterfly.
Okay. You're slightly distracted by a chirping of the comm panel.
Yes.
Okay, so they start to file out, and the first lot of them head off to the left towards one of the habitat mods, and the Fadlani and the woman at the back head off to the right. And as they start walking, then they sort of get halfway, they actually start running to the habitat module towards the door, and it's kind of facing you sort of along the length of it, and there's a door in the middle, and you can see them, they're running straight towards it. The other scientists are a bit confused about what's going on.
I shall think nothing of
Well, the investigate roll was for something else.
Oh, okay.
You notice this.
Oh, do I?
They like start running across the
Okay.
across the thing.
I shall calm to the captain. Can you see any reason why these people are acting oddly?
Can I run a sensor thing to see if there's any devices that are on board or nearby that shouldn't be?
Go for it.
Or would that be computers?
Yeah, computers, electronics, computers, and intellect, because you're on the fly.
Okay, so 8, 9, 11.
11. Okay. You don't sense anything on the ship that is strange. You can sense, however, a power build-up in one of the other habitat modules.
Okay,
There's lots of other systems going on in there.
do I think
Sort of
it's
lots
likely
of
to cause a
computers and things.
detonation? Is it a very big power build-up?
It seems to be
Yes.
located in their fusion power core.
So do I think it looks like it's overloading? Because I'm probably used to looking at this sort of thing on ships.
Yes, you'd think in a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes, it might explode. You then see one of the scientists who's walking calmly, sort of, obviously something that's attracting is he's talking to someone on his mic or communicator. And then he's like looking around and go, what? He seems to be slightly confused. You need to, and he says to one of the other people, he like points at this particular person, says, you need to get in there now.
I'm going to comm through to whoever commed me,
Yeah.
saying, what's going on? I'm detecting a critical power build-up in your generator.
Anders comes back on the screen. Sorry, I'm trying to deal with a pretty serious problem right now. There seems to be some sort of feedback loop going on inside the fusion power core. Yes, unless you're an advanced engineer, then please leave me alone right now. And
I'm going to grab my tools and start getting... I'll grab my tools and my rifle in case something's wrong. And I'm gonna head to the because it just so happens I am an engineer in power.
Is there anything you can't do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steward. You can't make a good cup of tea.
I can. I just expect the help to do it.
Oh, okay. It's like that, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will wait.
I'm gonna come through to these two and basically tell them exactly what's going on,
Okay.
and to meet me by the airlock. We need to try and resolve this.
Okay, so you start running down to the airlock with your gear. So you need to get all your kit on. Your breather. Pick that up. Yep. Oh, yes. Yeah. Are you heading down from the gun turret? and you're in that area anyway.
I'm
so
in
you
the
can
area.
now see what's going on. And the far side, so there's 2 habitats like this.
Yeah.
They're running to this. The first people who are running around to this one.
Yeah.
These people are now moving to this one, and there's another one to the far end.
Yeah.
Nothing seems to be going on in that area. It seems to be fairly
So
dark.
the 2 that ran,
Yes, at the beginning.
the woman. and
They've
the
they are just about to reach that the kind of loose airlock on that building.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll put my helmet on, and I'll zoom in on them.
Okay.
See if I can see if they are kind of like
looking dodgy,
or looking distressed, or looking, whether or not these people are obviously, people that know exactly what's going on and are not being where they need to be, or people who have no idea what's going on and are just scared.
Okay. You zoom in on them.
Yeah.
And you kind of zoom into the scene of Fadlani looks like he's hacking into the control panel on the door.
Yeah.
And the woman is turning around, looking sort of at everybody else.
Okay.
Sort of seeing the scene and sort of trying to cover him.
Right. Okay. All right.
The other scientists seem to be all going to the other building and not too worried about it.
Okay. I'll well, that's fine. I'll just hop down
to the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'll grab some bits out of my locker by the airlock, and then I'll hop down.
What bits are you grabbing out of your locker?
Just a gun.
Just a gun. Yeah. And a cutlass?
I don't need a cutlass.
Okay.
I have another weapon.
Okay.
I don't need a cutlass.
Cool.
And I shall head off. I shall head off in the direction of the two people. I shall calm the captain and tell him.
You see a spark in the door.
Tell him that they've just hacked that door.
The door opens.
You need to tell whoever it is.
Yep.
That, and I'll give the names of the 2 scientists because I'll have had their names.
You're saying who are you saying this to?
Me.
Yes.
Okay.
To forward to whoever's in charge of them that they've just hacked this thing. They're looking kind of dodgy. I'm in pursuit.
Okay. So you're running across the mud.
Yeah.
Towards them. The other scientists have got to the other building, and they seem to be having trouble getting into the building. You see the Fadlani, the door opens, and they go into the building.
Yeah.
She kind of going in backwards, and she sees you coming towards them.
Yeah.
I'm going to cover him.
Yeah. Okay, so you get to the doorway.
I'm going to, because they're clearly up to something dodgy, and this is the thing I have expertise in, doing dodgy things.
Okay.
Yeah. So yes, I will take the bow with me because I haven't had the opportunity to borrow a shotgun off the commander yet.
Okay.
And I do keep my bow in the cargo hold, ready
Make
for...
an intellect roll.
I can do that. That'll do it, because that is...
With the giant dice.
Yep, 9, 11.
11, okay.
Yeah, 11.
As you're surveying the area and you draw your bow string back with the arrow to your eye, you see beyond the building that he's running towards movement between the end building, which you thought was silent and dark, and this side building that Brandon is now heading towards.
Movement in far building.
But from that building to the building that he's running to.
I will pop on my tactical HUD, and it should bring up every life sign within about a kilometre.
As long as there's not any kind of intervening radiation or thick steel and all that.
And it'll also bring up where the captain is, and it'll probably bring up the turret.
Yes, the turret pings.
The turret pings.
The captain pings.
The captain pings.
You now get to the airlock.
He's not the only one.
Okay. You get to the airlock
Mine's
now.
a personal one.
You're standing next to
Mine's an arrow.
the flight. You guys are standing next to each other. The airlock's not small. It's a fairly big door. And this isn't like super poisonous atmosphere. So you can stand in this door of the airlock and have it open. And you're kind of looking out and you can see that, Brandon, you're running towards the building. and very shortly, in a minute, you'll get to that building.
Yeah.
Okay. There's not been any kind of catastrophic explosion.
Got to say, Chief, this is looking like a heist.
Quite possibly.
Well, they'd have to have another
I'm going to
vessel.
see if I can stop this detonation. Can I try and get into the building?
You'll have to run across the mud flat to get to the building.
That's where I was heading.
Yes, okay. So you go straight past him, you start running towards the mud flat. It's going to take you like a minute or two to get there.
Lock down the ship.
Aren't you on the ship?
I just got off the ship to go and support him.
I've no idea. Do I have a beep?
You do have a beeper. Yeah. And you're like that guy who points it at it.
Hell no.
The token wing mirrors go.
You just go.
No, I pressed it twice to make sure the immobilizer kicks in. Beep, beep.
Yeah.
It's immobilized.
Yes.
These
So
cool
you're
lights
moving
go
up behind Brandon.
Now that I've spotted movement in the other thing,
Okay.
I'm going to get up on top of our ship.
You're going to get up on top of the ship.
I'm going to get up on top of the ship.
Okay, right. So
Because
you
that's
start
going to give me
climbing
a
up.
higher vantage point and enable me to see down and see what's going on a bit
Okay.
better.
So you start climbing the maintenance handholds.
Yep.
Can you make a climbing roll just to see how quickly you do it? I'm not going to say fall off because there are handles.
I can do that.
But if you make a really good roll, you might get up there very quickly in the time that you get to the door.
8
Plus dex.
9
Or-
plus dex. And I have a 0 in athletics.
Okay, that's fine then.
So-
Okay, yes. So you clamber up your bow and arrow. Good thing about your bow and arrow is they're quite easy to just and you clamber up the thing and you get nearly to the top. And you kind of crane your head around as Brandon gets to the airlock. It's now, as you get there, it's closed. So they've obviously closed it from the inside. But you get to it and it's closed. Looks like it's still been jury-rigged, so you probably think you can open it again.
Yeah.
But they closed it behind them. So you get to the door and you kind of do your little scan around and you notice that Azar is standing on top, or sort of hanging like a manly trim.
I will try and get up on top as
Yeah,
well. So that I
that's
can
easy. You can do that bit.
get
And you
vantage
see that
point and
Magnus
still
has
shoot.
cleared the distance across to the other side.
Because you're quite right, they are going to need something to escape if there is a plan here.
These guys are standing around the door, and one of them is clearly an electrical engineer and has quite swiftly hacked open the door to the airlock, and they're starting to pile in. They're like, quick, we've got to get in there and stop this from happening. At which point, there is an explosion inside the habitat, and it kind of pops from the inside. All the ceiling panels and roofing of the structure flying up in the air momentarily. Fire spits out of the airlock doorway. Make a dexterity roll. Just as a kind of...
Oh yeah, I think you're right.
Just dex.
It's just
13.
acrobatic.
13?
I've got athletics
Just to
dexterity.
see how aware you are of this going on.
I do have athletics dexterity.
Wow, you have athletics too,
And
dexterity.
so you cartwheel out of the way.
So that would be a 15.
Holding your rifle, toolkit,
High level.
thermonuclear device, rocket launcher, you'd cut that.
And you catch the cat.
Oh, I'm assuming the toolkit I can just like hook on a belt or something.
Yeah.
Well, the toolkit.
Yeah.
No. It's like two great big bags.
No, he's
Full
got
of all your
it's like
gear.
he's got the
Utility belt.
emergency
Oh,
like
is he?
utility
Oh, is
belt
it a little-
portion, not the
oh,
whole
is that
thing. He's got a riot shield and a laser rifle as well or something.
Yeah, basically it was like the stuff to let me check what was wrong and then
Yeah.
kind of try and power it down.
So there's a
like the
sudden
entire
explosion,
stuff.
and you all see this. You are thrown back through the air 2 meters, and you take 2 damage.
I'm assuming that ignores armor and stuff.
No. Your protection will
Oh.
absorb it if you're... Yep. Okay. But you fly back in the air and hit the floor. And you're sort of lying on your back, sort of kit on the floor. There are panels, there's kind of plascrete, glass,
Scientists.
all this kind of stuff.
Bits of
Smashed
engineer.
around you. There's smoke coming out. There's kind of bits falling down from the sky, ash, and there's a gout of flame suddenly goes up. Something pops in the background. Someone's science experiment explodes briefly in the distance. This whole habitat module kind of suddenly an inferno, and you can hear people kind of screaming and shouting. They kind of collapse into the fire. A couple of scientists who didn't go into the airlock are sort of one standing there looking just stunned, and the other one just runs off to the third building.
Can I shout at the scientists nearby to get back onto the ship?
You shout that.
Let's
see if they
It's
have the
command.
word.
You know you want to
Yeah,
shout.
oh,
get
actually,
to
yes,
the
do that.
chopper.
There is not a command
Get
roll.
to the Aurora.
Aurora.
Tell the scientists to go back to the ship. There'll be a persuade roll.
Yeah, so I shout out at the top of my lungs, "Scientists, fall back to the Aurora!" And not bad.
Leadership.
It's the same. So it's 10. Do I get? Is it social?
Yeah.
12.
Okay. They. Let's roll for the guy running actually. 'Cause yeah. They stop and they start running back to the Aurora.
Excellent. I will
Do you boop boop?
basically when they get close, I will obviously comment to Azar that the scientists are heading back to the ship, and I'm assuming it's all on lockdown in the ship itself. So they're basically just going to be in the empty cargo bay.
Yes.
Once they're there, beep beep. Once they're in, beep beep.
Okay.
And then snap the rifle up and start the scene.
So you can see that Brandon is standing outside the kind of airlock to this module. And Azar is. Are you still up the thing? Or are you
Yeah, I
coming
can get
up?
down when commanded.
All right, I'm going to start legging it over to Brandon.
I'm going to get I'm going to get Eddie, my digital friend, to
Digital friend.
my digital friend who
Say
who is-
hello to my
who is
digital
who
friend.
basically is tactical,
Okay.
combat tactical, to process the information from the cameras on my suit, so I can, because you said there was a guy who was coming across from the third.
You didn't see it. It was from a different angle that was seen.
Well, it
You
may
were
well,
like-
yeah, but it may
you
well,
can
I
check.
may well be able
Sure.
to get access, get the information, and he may well be able to contact the ship's computer and get the video feed from the computer and check that too.
What video feed from the computer?
Well, the computer will be scanning. The ship must scan.
You turn the ship off.
You don't turn a ship off.
No, he pressed the beep twice.
He pressed the. He did the double.
Immobilize
Beep,
them.
beep. Yeah, it's immobilized. Yeah.
Oh no, man.
Not just the doors. He did the whole thing.
Oh.
Wing mirrors.
I'm sure I would have
Headlights.
had an override on that. I don't think I would have allowed
Make a electronic computer.
Well, if you
roll.
need it on,
That's to be quite high.
that. 8 plus 9.
Okay. Your display, your cameras didn't pick up the movement between the two buildings because you were too close to the building. Okay, to see that movement. Okay, so it goes like
No.
But you can see that you think the female scientist, as she went in the room, did something as they shut the doors. Did something on the interior of the door. You're not sure what. Okay. So you're gonna, Azar, you gonna come down?
Yep. Near as I can tell, Chief, we've got container 1's popped. Container 2 had the 2 scientists run to it and hack. Container 3 is the one at the back. I've seen someone pass from 2 into 3. If there is an objective, I'm assuming it's probably going to be in 2 or 3, since whatever was in 1 isn't anymore.
all right.
Do you want to take both ends?
Grab your gear. Let's.
You think
let's
that
breach.
someone went around the back of the module that Brandon is standing outside of, that maybe there's another door to the structure.
Yeah, might be someone around the back of 2 as well.
Grab your gear. There aren't enough of us to split.
Check.
Okay. So where are you going?
I'm running towards where Brandon is. Can I see anyone from where I am? Because I'm obviously further back than him.
There's no more movement going on outside of the buildings.
Okay, and we think everyone is in either 2 or 3.
You think they're all in the one in front of Brandon.
Excellent.
That's 2.
I will
Hold on.
hack the door.
Does Brandon have his shield with him?
So do you want to, at this point, position all the miniatures by the door where you are?
Brandon, do you have your shield with you?
And what I will do is I will do these nice little images and show our little battle mat. Just point out that this is Battlesystems terrain. I'm going to put a link below so you guys can see what they do.
I will have my sword and I won't have my shield. No, I'll just have my.
Azar's by the ship if you need any gear.
Right.
I will call Azar and ask him if he needs a shotgun.
It'll be by the airlock.
Oh, most of our weaponry will.
I'll bring all the stuff.
All right, grab my assault shotgun if you need a firearm.
Yep.
And
So I'll
bring
put
Brandon's shield.
The shotgun on the shield. Have we got any grenades or explosives nearby?
There are some grenades in
There
my
are
locker.
there are some grenades, but
Right.
they're locked away.
Not in the ones in his locker.
Not the ones in my locker.
Right, I'll
There
bring
are some
those as
grenades
well.
in my locker. Yeah, with my gun.
We got a cutting torch near the door or
You
anything.
don't need a cutting torch. I've got a chainsaw. Duh.
There is a cutting torch if you need one. It's in the engineering tools, which are near the airlock.
I'll
because I
bring it
left them
anyway.
there.
Right, so I'll take the cutting torch, the grenades, the shields, the shotgun.
How many arms have you got?
I'm putting
He's-
it on
he's
the
piling
shield
it
and
on
carrying
the
the
shield.
shield. I've been to more
Okay,
than one
fine.
LARP event.
Okay,
I know how
sure,
to carry
sure.
weapons.
You don't need to bring my assault rifle. You don't need to
No, he's
mine.
bringing
Bringing
my
his
assault
assault
shotgun.
Oh,
shotgun.
he's bringing your assault
Because
shotgun.
Because
said
I've only
it-
got a Gauss
Your-
pistol
Okay.
So I basically told him he can use
and
my
a bow and
shotgun.
arrow, which isn't going to be much use indoors.
I've got a pistol.
Okay.
Sword.
Pistol and a sword. Chainsword.
Chainsaw. I'm leaving. I'm not using my other sword.
And I'm
Far too good.
seeing as we're going close. I am indeed fixing bayonets. I'm
You're
attaching
fixing
my
your bayonet.
my chain drive bayonet to my advanced combat rifle.
Okay.
I might twiddle the speakers on my suit and start playing some.
Ride of Valkyries.
What is that?
No.
He's got speakers.
I don't think you're quite. Are you putting your sound system through your external?
What?
Suit speakers.
Why are you doing that?
I'm gonna play some like.
You need to stop watching cartoons.
Do I? Okay. I'm gonna hack the door. Can I hack the door?
The door doesn't seem to actually be electronically locked. It seems that they've put something on the back of it that's just jammed it
Okay.
temporarily.
Wait,
So all you need to do is
Placed a chair under the door handle.
wait for Azar before we go in.
I've been
Shield
told
out,
to wait for Azar before we go in.
I won't be long.
okay. So
I
you
am
run
waiting.
off and come back.
Well, yeah, he was.
I was
close.
right by the ship anyway.
Yes, yeah, but you go in,
So is
get
the
the
ship,
bits,
is
and
the
then
ship
come back
open
out.
now? Did you double click? Okay. I will get I'll get Eddie.
Yeah.
To talk to the ship's computer
Okay.
so that he is using the scanners on the ship to give me good
Okay.
intel.
Okay.
And as a Yatrin holding a combat shotgun and a riot shield, I shall turn to the scientists before I leave and go, stay put, don't touch anything.
They sort of look up at you like, oh yeah, and they're just kind of standing in the middle of the cargo bay, completely empty cargo bay.
To be fair, they can't get anywhere.
Okay.
But they're even less likely to misbehave now.
All right, well, seeing as
So
they're
So is there a
on
lot
the
of
ship, I'll
interference?
just lock it once.
Is there a lot of interference so I can't tell where they are?
There's not a lot of interference. You can tell, but you need to make a roll.
I need to make a roll.
Yeah.
So I make a
Should have
tactical
checked
roll.
the skylights and gone in
That's
through
not
the roof.
started yet.
So I'm
That's
making a
when you-
roll.
Making a
Seriously, no one ever
electronic
looked up.
electronics roll.
Okay, that's fine.
Can
Right
let's look
through
up.
the.
That's fine.
It's not difficult.
So that would be 10.
Okay, cool. Yes. Now, bear with me 1 minute.
I'm kind of ruining that the authorities would probably want this building intact, or we could just pulse laser it.
Let's just put some of these
Well, we could
models
just pulse
on.
laser one end of it.
I suspect we might get told off if we just pulse laser the building.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
definitely
probably
thinking
right.
one of the runarounds might have taken fatal damage in the blast, just so we get a buggy.
We all need June buggies.
Yeah.
Where did you get that? Get what?
I've always had that. It's my June buggy.
So the ship's sensors relayed through to your Eddie give you some pings within the structure to tell you that there are 5 people inside the building.
Excellent. So is Azar with us now?
Yes, Azar's
Shield.
arrived.
They are.
Got all your gear.
I found these grenades. Are these yours?
They're my grenades.
Here's your grenades.
Thank you for my grenades.
You're welcome for your grenades.
I should be slightly heavier, as grenades are quite heavy, I've noticed, which is why I leave them in the locker. But thank you for my grenades.
Did anybody notice if these things have got skylights, I can go in through the roof?
The ship would have told you that as we were landing.
They seem to be fairly well contained. There seems to be separate environment hatches, sort of vents and things.
Okay, so I'm not going in through the roof.
But there's no kind of skylight. It seems to be interior lit.
Okay,
Stay
there's
behind us,
nothing.
you can fire
There's
over
nothing
the
on the
shields.
there's nothing inside. There's nothing the other side of this door, unless they've rigged it with explosives. Only 2 people came in, but there's 5 people in here. So
Can I scan the door for something like explosives?
Scan the door.
Well, I've got my scanning thing for
Yep.
the power, so
Yep. Go for it.
I like these dice. They're doing well tonight. Would that be electronics?
Yep.
Which is intellect, so +3, 12.
Okay, there seems to be some small, strong magnetic field on the back clamping the door shut.
Can I
So just put like a mag clamp on the back of the door.
I'll just do it with the chainsaw.
Can I disable it with the device?
No, it's just like a doom. It's not really
All right, so it's nothing electronic.
sophisticated. No. Okay, you're going to chainsaw.
I think that's probably what I'd do. I'm not going to waste one of my grenades blowing the door. And if it's simply a case of it's magnetically, someone's magnetically sealed it, I'm going to shoot the door.
That's fine. That's cool.
So
You turn on your chainsaw bayonet.
no.
Oh, chainsword. Sorry, you've got the
no,
chainsaw
I've got the
bayonet.
bayonet,
You've got chainsword.
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
yeah.
Why are we wasting the chainsword? I've got a piston fist for just this purpose.
Oh, I shall step to one side.
Okay, make a well.
I shall knock gently on the door.
I thoroughly approve.
6, 10.
10,
Hang on. +2, 12.
12. Okay. Yes, you punch the door, and you hear something go off some other surface,
Door's open.
and the door is unlocked. Well, the control panel's kind of fizzing on this side, so you have to just kind of pull the door apart.
Well, we will open the door.
Okay.
Seriously, I bought the piston
As you
fist
open the
for
door,
exactly
you
that
see that the
purpose.
door inside is actually open.
Yeah.
So the interior door, you can move that door, to the side. Thank you. Just slides out gently. It's fine. Yep. And you see a woman through the hole.
Yep.
And she shoots at you.
Okay.
Lucky we've got a pair of boarding shields in front of us.
Well, as you're pulling the door open,
Yeah.
she shoots at you. So you've got cover of the door.
Yeah.
That's fine. So which increases your protection. Okay. That is a hit. It's 9. And she has got one of those. Right. To do 6 points of damage to you.
Okay. So
But what's your armor?
I will take 8 point of damage.
But you have the door in front of you as well, so that actually absorbs the damage.
Well, my armor absorbs damage. But I think if you do 6, if you take 6 points of damage, take a point of damage.
Okay.
I can absorb.
This is the first time we've done a combat, by the way, guys. So bear with us.
There is a
I
bear
can-
with us.
I can absorb.
Not a bear! Bear man.
Where's the pig part?
Different game.
I can absorb 11 points of damage.
Can't see that here. An attack with an effect of 6 or more. The effect. So that's the roll to hit you.
Yeah.
If that is 6 or more, so if she rolled a 14,
Yeah.
then she would have done at least 1 point of damage to you.
Yeah.
Because it's such a good shot.
Yeah. Okay. So
Oh, I
it's-
see. Okay.
Not the damage roll.
Right. I see.
The
Ah.
effect
okay.
is how well you pass.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'll take no damage.
Excellent.
Okay, cool.
She has, however, just like shown us exactly where she is.
Yes.
I think she's about to regret that
She's-
decision.
Yes.
This was a poor life choice.
Right, so initiative.
How do we do?
So initiative is an intelligence or dexterity roll.
I think I will go with
On an
intelligence.
8 plus, and basically the effect, so whatever you beat 8 by, is your initiative order.
Do I get to do tactics?
So you get to do your tactics roll first, which applies to everyone's
Oh, okay.
roll.
Okay.
Okay?
So I got 7
Alright.
plus
10.
3.
So that's 10.
So I got 10.
So that's an effect of 2.
Yeah.
So everyone gets plus 2 to their initiative roll.
Oh,
14.
14.
um,
Blimey.
okay,
Effect of
that.
6.
I'm quite close.
And you roll a 10.
7, and I get -1, and I get
You could take
I get
that.
+1. No, it's fine because I get +1 for my dexterity.
Oh, do you get your athletics dex on top of that?
No
No,
athletics.
Okay.
no, we did talk about
That would be
didn't we?
ridiculously powerful.
No, we
Okay,
both
yes.
took the
That would
plus
make
2
it the
for our
one skill to
intellects.
buy
Yeah.
in the entire game.
Okay.
Yes. So I'll just do it on the other one then.
Alright,
That's
again.
fine. 7. I'm on.
In total.
Oh, +2, 9.
So your effect of 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Azar was on 6.
I got 10 in total.
So you're an effect of 2.
So surely Azar would be
The
on
leading.
4.
There.
If it's by beating age, 12 would be.
They rolled 14. You got plus 2
Yeah,
to the
I
effect.
rolled a 10, plus the 2, plus
Plus
the 2.
14.
Oh, plus 2 on top of that. Sorry,
Yeah.
12 then.
You get 2
Pardon
for
me.
my combat.
Okay.
Yeah. Tactics, sorry.
Just
Two
remember,
for my
stay
tactics.
behind the
Yeah.
shields.
I was just going to stand up over the shield and go with your shotgun.
Yeah, they add 8 to your soak.
An extra 8 soak would be a good thing.
Okay.
Although my
Is that
soak
the
isn't
shield?
that bad.
Mm.
My armour does 8.
Yeah, but it
Because
adds
it's
to
for
it.
hostile environment.
My total with my shield is 24.
Ouch!
That's tech level
Yes.
12 cloth armor with
So
lightweight.
remember, if you
body
take
carapace
damage,
over.
it comes off your endurance first. If your endurance hits 0,
Bad
then you
times.
are unconscious.
Hmm.
We roll. No, I think you're just unconscious. Yeah. No, sorry. If either strength or dex,
Yeah, you can take.
so you
strength
can take
dex.
it off on your own choices. So
Yeah.
first it comes off endurance, then anything beyond endurance 0 starts to come off your strength and dex. Your choice. So you can like lower them both down a little bit if you want, but your modifiers change.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If either of those are reduced to 0, then you become unconscious. Further damage is deducted from the last remaining physical characteristic. And then if they all hit 0, you're dead.
Ouch.
Nice. So be careful, Brandon, because you've got effectively 15 hit points.
Yes.
Yeah. Whereas the other guys are they're actually the same, 6, 9, 7. Yeah. Okay, cool.
You've
So,
just got a buttload more armour.
so
Spend
you
a lot
guys
of
are all
money.
standing outside the
You're
entrance.
better at everything else.
Azar, you are first. What would you
Combat
like?
shotgun.
Combat shotgun.
Combat shotgun. Now that she's revealed her position.
Yep.
It's got
Okay.
Yes.
entering the room?
That's going to smart.
It's not bulky though. It's got a gyro stabilizer on it.
No, I'm just standing up behind the shields and firing back.
It also has a laser sight on it.
You'll
So
be
you
at a
get-
penalty for firing because if they're standing there with their shields and
No,
you're
the shields actually specify there for 2 people to hide behind.
so which 2 people?
We've
They've
we've
got
both
one each.
You've both got one.
He
Okay.
just brought my shield.
Oh
No,
yes.
I-
Oh sorry,
I
I
already
didn't
came
realise
on.
you had yours with you. Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I
they're
did say I was
basically the
carrying my
door,
shield.
and I'm in between them, and I'm just
Yep.
going to fire and then go back.
Okay. Go for it.
You get +1 from its laser sight.
Oh, for
Probably
That's
not.
gonna do
Probably
Okay,
not then.
So you pop up and you.
Right. Hang on.
It's such a novel experience.
It's 4.
Okay.
Five,
Dex add to it.
Yeah.
5,
6.
6.
I don't know what
Do you
auto
have
does.
gun?
Oh no.
Yeah, already added that.
All
Already added
shots with modifiers.
So it's 6 once I've added everything
That's
I
okay.
can to
Not
it.
8.
It's not. It's not in there.
But it's
So-
going to dissuade her.
You pop up and you shoot and hit the side of the door as you're kind of looking towards her.
In
Okay.
fairness, she'll back off and we can
Next
advance.
is Magnus.
Absolutely what I intended to do. Just
Okay.
wanted to scare her.
Sorry, you get a significant action and a minor action,
Right.
or 3 minor actions. So shooting a shotgun is a significant action.
Right.
Your minor action will be your movement.
Yeah, my movement back
Popping
down
over there.
behind the shields.
Okay. Yep. Magnus, what are you doing?
I'm going to shoot.
Okay.
So how does auto work?
How does auto work? That's a very good question.
Brutally, I imagine.
Here we go. Let's find the auto X. What number is it?
3.
These were. So these weapons fire multiple rounds with every pull of the trigger, filling the air with a hail of fire. Nice.
If I want it to.
A weapon with the auto trait can make attacks in 3 fire modes: single, burst, and full auto. Or is this from the new?
It's the same.
It's
Okay.
the same.
So single, burst, add the auto score to damage. This uses a number of rounds equal to the auto score. Full auto, make a number of attacks equal to the auto score. These attacks can be made against separate targets so long as they are all within 6 meters of one another, which is 4 squares.
I'd say shout suppression, but
Full
you're not really
auto,
doing that, are you?
well, there's just her, isn't there?
Yeah.
So you're kind of like, so you could do like 3 shots.
Is she armoured?
So it doesn't say two-handed or anything, does it?
What?
None of the weapons say whether or not they're
Well,
one-handed.
the
or
shield
What
is
is it?
the shield has like a rest.
Is that what it is? You
Yeah.
can basically rest and
Basically,
fire.
yeah, it's a
fire
boarding shield. Its point is you have a thing and you kind of advance with it.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay.
Although if I have to turn around, then it's a bit of an issue.
Turn around. So,
Yeah.
yes. Okay. Cool. So you're going to shoot 3 times, or
Is
you're
she-
going to
was
do
she
a
armoured?
burst and add your auto score to the damage.
Was she armoured?
She is a bit armored. Yes.
Oh, sorry, I'm just going to fire full auto because that sounds hilarious.
Okay. Go for it. So 3 shots.
You get a penalty for the shots?
I don't know. That's a very good question.
Yes.
I've
I
already
think
been-
you get.
This is where we all
multiple-
get super
This
excitable
is
about
one of those
bursting in and
questions where
using
you
all of
ask
the
a question
guns.
knowing the answer already.
This is where you get a modifier for every subsequent attack. I think it's minus.
Yeah, +2. It's +4 in total.
So we excitedly burst through the door and
basically
then
does-
just open
that-
fire
does that
right
thing where
around
he
the
goes
room
like this.
around-
Don't recover.
And by the end of it, he's just shooting the ceiling.
Slices, dices.
It will
makes
use
French
a number
fries
of
in
rounds
4
equal to
different
3
shapes.
times the auto score.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's it. So essentially, you
Just use lots of
Oh,
ammo.
can I do burst then?
Yes, you can do burst.
Because that's
That will
9
use
shots.
the number of bullets equal to your auto
Yeah,
score.
yeah. So I'll do a burst of 3.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
you just roll 1 attack,
which I did.
Yep.
And I got 10 in
10.
total.
So you got an effective 2, which adds on to the damage. And then you get your auto of 3 added onto it. So that's +5. And it's how many dice?
3. So that's a good start.
Double 6s.
So 14 plus 5, was it? 19.
19 damage. Okay.
I'll say that.
She is going to actually.
Do we need
Sorry.
to question these people?
dodge.
She's going to use a reaction to dodge.
It gives you a modifier to hit.
So she is going to inflict a penalty equal to their Dex, DM, or Athletics dexterity, whichever is higher. That's 3. So your initial hit was a 10.
Oh, so I missed.
So you missed. So she
Oh.
dodges out of the way.
Oh,
That's
Yep.
why I should yeah.
Yep.
Athletics Dex is definitely the business.
But she's handed us the room and we can advance.
So yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's had to dodge out
Well,
of the way of the
yeah,
door.
it doesn't
so
actually
she
say
can't
you
cover us
move
anymore.
when you dodge.
No. You just,
She just goes whoa, whoa.
that's all right.
Neo.
She's not going to like the next thing that happens.
How many did you just do a burst?
What are you
Yeah.
doing for your minor action? So your significant action is You're just
I'm
gonna
going
stand
to
there?
Curl
I
abuse.
start
You
advancing.
can move 4 squares. So So you move 6 meters.
Well, I'm basically just going to step through the door. I don't want to step too far.
Are you blocking the door?
No. Basically, just so you can move
So
up
2
next to me,
squares in.
basically.
So you're going 2 squares in.
Yeah,
Go
and then
there.
you can move up next to me is kind
Okay.
of the plan.
Cool. Okay, so next on the order is the woman. So it's now her go. She had a reaction. So every attack must be dodged. Traveller shot. Dodge both. No, it's only if they do 2.
It's only if they do 2 dodges.
Yeah.
Modified
Every
to
attack must
shoot.
be dodged separately. So if a traveller is shot by 2 enemies the same way, you can dodge. But have a so you get -1 per reaction that you take. So you can take as many reactions as you want. But the next round, you've got that penalty to everything. Yeah. So you could stand there dodging every bullet, but then you have like -8 to whatever you're doing next. So she's got a -1 to what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
So she is going to shoot at you. That is 8 plus 4. That's 12. So she hits you.
What weapon is she holding before I
She's
decide
got-
if I want to dodge?
She has
Rocket
got
launcher.
a pistol.
Oh, then no.
Yeah. Then no.
Not with the armour you're wearing. I tell you, what armour do you travel in? What armour do you fly the ship in?
Oh, that would probably just be my protect suit.
That's
Your
11.
And how long does it take you to get changed into your full battle dress?
Oh no, I did say I was wearing
Yeah,
it when we
yeah,
were going down
yeah,
to the
yeah.
surface.
It's 11 damage. Nothing.
Oh,
So it's kind of.
My soak
You can
is
tell she is using a stunner.
my soak is currently
Is she?
24.
24. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
No worries.
When with behind the shield.
And she is going to move.
He does this. I've
If
seen
you
him
could
do this
move her
before.
to round behind that.
All the
duct.
soak.
One more. Yeah.
1, 2, 3. There?
Yeah, that'll do.
Okay.
Well, this is
Uh,
kind of our practice starship boarding tactics going on right now.
This is proper.
Fire in advance.
Normally at this point I'd just blow a hole in the wall. Go through the door that didn't
So
know existed.
and then this chap here, who's you probably can't quite see him, just move him to behind that crate, this side of it, yeah. And he is going to throw a grenade. Grenade. He is going to throw a frag grenade. Yep.
That sounds bad.
It's
Baseball
actually,
bats.
actually really quite difficult to throw.
We need baseball
Right.
bats.
Yeah. If he rolls really badly, he can just blow his leg off.
I would find that hilarious.
Okay. So he's going to try and just throw a grenade through that door.
Through that small
Through that
hole. The small hole that's like miles away from him. Good luck with that.
I'll try.
I hope it doesn't bounce off the wall and go over near that thingy over there where the girlie is.
So grenade.
I would not shed too many
The
tears.
range is 20 meters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6.
Are they like a metre and a half per square?
Metre and a half per square. Yeah. So to get to the door is about 15 meters.
Yeah. That's quite far to throw.
That is quite far.
Do you know what I mean? You know,
But that's not that's within the range increment. So he has no
yeah.
so he has
Yeah,
no
yeah, yeah.
penalty.
No.
There's no penalty.
No.
So he throws it.
Just not feeling you can have much luck with that.
Let's see. Here we go. He needs to get an 8 or more, and he succeeds just.
Okay.
So you got a 4, and he gets +4 to that. So it lands inside the door.
Okay.
Just in the square. Bam. Just in.
Okay.
Here.
Is that Blast X?
It's blast 9.
Blast 9.
But it doesn't obviously go through walls.
No.
So it would go out the door, out that door. So you'd get a jet out that door.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So is he within range of his own blast?
Maybe. If that's the case. He's just chucked a grenade in there.
Learning curve.
Yeah. But he's got cover, you see.
That's
So that's
okay.
why he went behind the crate.
We've got cover.
We've also got
Yeah,
cover.
no, I know. So he throws the grenade and that explodes. So
It's 5d6.
5
Is
dice.
this where our ears ring? Except mine, because I've basically got a shield suit.
That's in full combat armor.
Yeah.
22 points of damage.
Ping.
Yeah. So a frag grenade goes off around you, and you kind of, as it lands into the room, you just kind of lower your head behind the riot shield, and there's.
Well, no, it's got a vision slit. I can literally just see straight through my shield. I don't have
So
to
you're
poke my
just
head up.
standing there, and you guys outside the door can see this silhouette of Magnus just standing, this rectangle of non-frag area.
How much benefit do we get from the door?
From the door,
Well, you've also got your
you
shield,
get-
haven't you?
It's equivalent to sort of like it's a bit more than a tree trunk, so about 7 protection.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We're all good.
So 22.
I can't quite do 22. Just my armour and my boarding shields.
No, your
7 to
shield.
that.
Your
7.
shield gets 8.
Okay, so
My
just
armour gets
7.
8.
Plus 7 from the.
Plus 7 from the door.
15.
15.
So you take 5 points of damage.
No, plus 8 from his shield.
7.
8 and 8 is 16.
Yeah, the shield will provide cover to him and one other.
No, you're not next to him.
No,
His
it's him.
shield.
His shield.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You haven't moved. You
one
were behind his
shield.
shield.
I was
weren't
behind their shields.
you? Okay.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Gotcha.
He moved.
Okay, sure. That's fine. Cool. So it goes off. And you guys kind of go, ah! There's like explosion.
Brace.
Suddenly,
Well,
yes.
There's
Brace.
practice. Tink.
Yeah.
Yes. Cool. You're
I'm-
practicing your boarding.
I'm
moves.
like
Lucky we're combat
getting
veterans.
excited.
proper,
And he
Proper
hurts
in-
himself slightly.
proper in the zone. He definitely did.
Yeah, I'm sorely tempted to just nick one of his grenades, throw one back.
Don't fumble that. If it lands
That's
behind
why
our
I'm
shield,
not going to do it.
if it lands behind our shields, that will really, really hurt.
Yeah. Not going to do it. Haven't got my own grenades. It would be rude.
Okay. Next is Brandon and my chap who's down the far end.
Okay.
If you could manoeuvre him behind that crate at the far end.
1, 2, 3. So he's just manoeuvring
Yep.
himself, crouching behind a crate. Which one's me?
You're the orange one.
I'm the orange one. Cool. I
You're
shall-
the one without the
You're
like
the
bare
human.
face.
I shall move into the doorway. And as my action, and my little action,
Is that 4 squares? Is it?
my little action will be to recover the.
No, that's your little action. Moving is a minor action.
Okay.
So you can do either a significant action or 2 minor actions.
Okay. My other minor action, as I'm holding a chainsword and a shield.
Yep.
I've not got a gun now.
Sure.
Is I shall recover the small magnetic device.
Okay. Yep. Cool.
Hold on, so have
Plonk
you
it
blocked
back
the
in my
doorway
shield.
in front of me?
Have I blocked the doorway in front of you?
You can move again if you want to.
Well, the thing is, if I go through the doorway, then
Yeah, you two kind of need to go through the door at the
Can
same
we-
time.
So can I like delay an action to go at the same time as him? Is that a thing?
what I'll do is I shall move to where the blast was, so I'm next to the door, and I shall put away my chainsword. I think that's as
Turn it
as
off
I move. I
first.
shall just put
We're
it
going to
away.
holster it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was going in with my chainsword, but
I think a gun might be a better idea.
now I've been given a big shield. I was going to go chainsword pistol. Now being a big shield, it's like okay,
Okay.
I'll have to put my chainsword away.
Cool. Right. So you're waiting there.
Yarp.
Okay.
With my shield.
Okay. They're over there. Then the 2 guys. They are using their skills.
They got
So
skills.
this one at this end. Can you move him towards the door?
Dos, tres, cuatro.
Yep. And then another minor action to open the door.
Oh, he managed that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. The other one is still where he was. Right, then we're back around to the beginning.
me.
Huzzah!
Not really very much I can do without a little bit more defence.
So how does delaying actions and things work?
So.
I didn't think I saw anything about that.
No, you just.
So can we just do it if we're taking a willful
I think
negative?
the thing is that my character's just a bit slower, isn't it? So everything I do will be just a moment after. It's fractions of a second, isn't it? So
Yeah.
you're just that bit quicker than I am. I suppose you could choose to. You must be able to choose to go and.
You just don't do anything. and then someone else does something,
Yeah.
and then it carries on.
Yeah. So you basically just have to
It's not.
do something the turn after
not-
after the other person does it.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So you'll just have to wait till I've moved.
Right. What I will
and then
do
move behind me.
is ask Brandon for a grenade then. Can I have a grenade?
Are you going to move into the room so he can pass it to you?
Oh, yeah. I'll move in so I'm behind the two of them again.
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of grenade would you like?
This isn't like an extended exchange. It's just.
Smoke.
You want a smoke grenade?
Do you have any smoke grenades?
Do
Do you have it written down?
In all fairness, you give me any old grenade. I don't really care.
aerosol grenades, which basically stop laser weapons, and then I have a thermal shock. A thermal smoke grenade. So you can take my thermal smoke grenade.
That'll do.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
We've just got to cover one end of this corridor because
You
I don't
do-
like the fact that they can.
You do know that you can't shoot your laser weapon through a thermal smoke grenade.
I haven't got a laser weapon.
Have you not? Oh, you've
No.
got a Gauss weapon.
Got a Gauss rifle, got an advanced
Bow and
shotgun,
arrow.
Okay.
and a bow and arrow, which you can shoot through anything.
Yes.
Due to
Apart
my-
from armour.
due to Due to my low intelligence, I will give him a grenade. Not thinking anything.
Here you go.
I've just been asked for a
Have
grenade.
you? Do you know how to use this?
I'll just go.
Okay.
Yep.
He hands you
I'll
a very
hand
funky
you,
looking thing with a button
I'll
on the
hand
top.
you a most precious grenade.
Begrudgingly rubs it off his character sheet. Okay, cool. That's as ours go. Magnus, what are you going to do? You're kind of impervious, so you might as well just run out into the corridor.
Yeah, but it's got to go one way or the other.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, from
They've
memory,
Well,
stupidly
you
given
basically-
away the
you
fact
just
that
need
they've
to
got people at
decide
both
which way I'm
ends.
going to go.
all right.
The
Because
s-
whichever way
sensor
you
scale
go,
to pick
I
them
will
up.
I will block the other
True.
way.
Yeah, but
to
they'll go.
protect your back.
They go before you. I think you go pretty much last.
That tends to be the way it works. But you
Alright.
have to remember, I'm the medic. I have to go last. Everyone else has to get shot before I have to go
I'm
and
gonna-
heal.
But
them.
if he goes last,
All right,
then
I'm going to move to so I can see diagonally through the doorway,
we'll go
looking
before they go
that
again.
way.
You go
Right.
that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably can't see any of them.
I can't, however, can I
You,
basically ready myself? So if one steps forward, I pull the trigger.
It's not.
Oh.
There's not Overwatch and things like that.
no.
It's not quite as complicated as things
No.
like
So
D&D
you can,
or.
And
so
so
basically-
Brandon go left.
Yeah. So you can. Yeah. You're
Okay. Is that your go?
Yes.
Okay. Right. Next, it is the woman and the Fozolani. And they are going to. Actually, this chap is going to move back to behind this crate. 1, 2, 3, 4. And do more minor actions, so he's just behind that.
Yeah.
Yep. And then she will move. Oh no, she's okay where she is. That's fine.
She okay?
Yep. Right. Then it's Brandon.
Me.
Yep.
2, 3. So I'm assuming from that position I can shoot her.
Yeah, and she can shoot you.
I don't like her shooting me.
Sure.
You did say go left, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
You did mean that left,
And
didn't
that-
you?
yeah.
Okay. So I will
I
shoot
know it's got
her
low
with my
intelligence,
pistol.
but I think you can get left and right.
Okay.
Oh, that'll do it.
Ooh.
That was a double
You won't
6.
see these puppies very often.
Double sixes.
Okay, so double 6, and I've got so that's 12, 13 for my HUD, 14 for my laser thingy,
Mm-hmm.
and then so 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 because I'm really good at shooting guns.
Okay.
So 17.
Cool.
Ouch.
I think
Space
you hit.
redneck.
Yes, with an effect of 9.
With an effect of 9.
Going to dodge to
Okay.
bring that down to an effect of 5.
Wow, their athletics is amazing.
Okay, so
That's not going to help.
10, 11.
Sorry, not 5, 6. Right.
Holy hell, they're agile.
So 10. Oh, if I only got the 1. So it's 11, but it's minus 3 because that's what the gun does. So it's 6, 7, 8.
Plus 6
Okay.
for the
plus
effect
6,
of
so
your roll.
14.
14 damage. Okay.
Yeah.
So she takes.
So yeah, so I've got my shield and my
She screams in pain as
Yes.
your. What weapon are you using?
My snub pistol.
Doesn't that have armor penetrating pistol?
Yeah.
AP.
Saying that you had AP and everything.
I only ever use AP
I have
weapon.
AP ammo. I'm just not using
You
it.
did say it last time.
Longbows.
Yeah.
AP.
All my guns have AP ammo.
I do have
how
some,
much
I just don't
AP?
use it. It's equal to the damage dice of the gun.
It's
because
equal to,
AP.
yeah, it's just AP3.
So 3.
So AP3. So it'd be
So she takes three
three
more points of
points
damage.
of damage. Yeah.
So she took, what was it, 9?
She took 6, 7, 8.
Plus your benefit
Plus
of
the
6.
6, so 14.
14
Right?
Plus 3.
plus 3.
Then
Yeah,
minus
that's
her armor.
17.
Yeah.
That's got a smart.
That
Oh,
was
only.
smart. Quite.
Okay. She passes out on
Well,
the
she's
floor.
got armour on, hasn't she?
She's got a flak jacket on.
Yeah.
So she falls over.
Okay. I'll lay her prone. I mean, I did roll bloody well.
Yeah, that was
yeah,
like
that-
an,
I mean,
you like ran around the corner and just went.
I think you shot her in the head with that.
She
hit
tried to
roll.
duck behind the large piping there,
yeah.
but you just got so close. You just
Well, that was kind of it. I kind of figured we were kind of side
You
by
actually-
side.
you actually should get a DM +1 because you're within a quarter of your range increment of your weapon. But anyway,
Oh.
it's down.
Oh,
No.
I would have hit that one. Because the
the
quarter range of my gun is 100 and something meters.
No, it's not. It's combat assault. It's a
No,
shotgun.
I'm using a combat rifle.
He's using the
I mean,
rifle.
you-
I'm using the
450
shotgun.
meter range.
You're using
Yeah,
combat
they're like
rifle.
200 or
Okay.
300 meters.
They're
Okay, well,
450.
it's
Doesn't
down
matter.
anyway.
Doesn't matter.
It's down anyway.
Okay.
Okay,
450.
cool.
I'll remember.
Right, then it's the other guy there.
The fob
He's
on
going to take a shot at you. No, the guy at the
the
other
guy
end.
at the other end.
He's
sorry.
going to shoot at you.
Yeah.
He, however, is not holding a stunner.
No,
He seems quite well armoured and with some sort of large rifle.
that's fine. I'm used to being shot at. Fine. Stuff with large rifles.
One. That's why we have shields. One.
The thing is, the range on my gun.
8. So he just gets to 8.
Okay.
Do you want to dodge?
I'll dodge.
Okay. So a large Gauss rifle round thuds into the ventilation duct next to you.
Dibs.
Yeah, I've only got a range
bit
of 5. I've only got a range of 5 meters. My stuff.
Okay, so you weren't. Oh, you were, yeah, you were.
I would definitely. I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might.
Okay,
Like 3 meters away from her.
okay. Next,
It's a really short range gun.
That's fine.
so that scientist, the scientist over there,
This one.
yeah, moves to the door,
1, 2, 3.
opens it.
Opens the door.
The other scientist steps out into the corridor, sees what's going on. No. Sees what's going on, goes, shouts at the Fodolani over there, "I've got it! Kill these fuckers and let's get out of here!" And he goes back into the room.
Oh, right. Is he closing the door?
He's run out of actions.
Oh, cool.
Okay, Azar.
Right, I am going to roll the grenade this way down the corridor.
Are you
Okay.
moving? Because you're coming
Yep.
in the room.
I'm moving out of the room so that I'm behind you, and I'm grenading this way down the corridor.
Okay.
How far can I get the grenade?
Well, it's 20 meter range.
So that's 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 18. Do you like that? 18.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
19.
enough so that I can get it. In an ideal
So
world,
there,
I'll get it
basically.
right by the door.
Yeah, right by all of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
Right
make
bang in the
your.
middle.
Now would be a good time for a double 6.
It would. It really would.
Oh, that's good.
Do we need an area effector plate, Pete?
I think it's slightly bigger than that.
Hold on,
You
this
might
is a
need
smoke
dining
grenade. This is
plate.
a smoke
No,
grenade.
it's a thermal smoke grenade. I asked for a smoke grenade.
What does a thermal smoke grenade do?
Okay, so a thermal smoke grenade basically has little particles in it. So you've got smoke,
Yep.
but you've also got particles that mean if you shoot a laser weapon, it goes bing, 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 bing. It just dissipates the laser.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So basically, the people in the smoke get a defense for being in smoke,
Yep.
and you can't shoot at them with laser weapons,
Yep.
but they can't shoot you with laser weapons.
Yep.
Essentially, that's it.
So I'm
Okay.
assuming if we've got
And they're
Means
really
just-
And
expensive.
what's the blast radius on the grenade?
It will be.
I think they're before that.
Yeah, they are
Yeah,
before.
I think
yeah,
it's a couple of
yeah,
pages before. There.
yeah, grenades.
Thermal smoke,
smoke.
9.
No.
Okay. So,
So-
count backwards because it
1, 2,
consumes
3,
the whole.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay. So that whole end,
The whole
half
end there.
of the habitat is filled suddenly.
Yeah.
Fills out these particles, filling the air.
Yeah.
Slight red tinge to the smoke, and it starts to fill up that whole area. That
Blocks infrared sight as well.
That's it. So my
So
laser,
your laser
my laser
doesn't
sight
work.
work. That's it. Yes,
Yeah.
it blocks lasers.
That's not a problem. They can't exactly shoot us unless they just go shoot
Yeah,
them
but
off.
does it cause any damage to
No.
anyone?
Nope.
or
No,
any
no, 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 no.
intoxication?
No.
So hold on, so where does the smoke end?
Checking. So
Nine.
just in front of Azar.
Basically, there. Yeah.
Well, no more than any regular smoke inhalation would.
No, no, I don't think it.
And there should be enough to fill up
I
that
think
room
it's
that that
aerosol. I
science
think
guy
it's
was
just
in as
aerosol
well.
affects lasers. It throws out hot particles that block infrared.
Oh, so it basically imposes a -2 to attacks within the cloud.
Okay.
So if you try and take out anyone in the cloud,
So you can still shoot through.
So
they
it's just
just
when
get-
it's called a thermal smoke.
It's
Yeah,
'cause-
that's
it's
like
'cause
someone's combined a thermal detonator and
Yeah.
a
Oh,
smoke
no,
grenade.
infrared.
it doesn't affect lasers.
Sure.
Pete.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect lasers.
It affects laser sights,
laser sights.
infrared.
Yeah.
Okay. And normal vision.
No, it doesn't even affect those.
So it's just
So
thermal.
it's purely infrared. It basically is a sight blocker.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a sight blocker.
So the air is filled with glitter.
So
Yes,
a
it
laser
is.
sight.
Glitter.
Slightly red glitter.
Smoke,
There's a
glitter.
bit of smoke to begin with, but really, it's not even blocking normal vision.
No.
It's blocking infrared.
No,
So it's like,
I think it blocks normal. It's
Does
just
it?
smoke and infrared.
Okay.
Yeah, smoke and
So-
Yeah. I mean, I asked for a smoke grenade.
Yeah.
It'd be
you got one, and plus, you know,
yeah.
you got his most expensive grenade.
If only it was a
Okay,
regular
so-
smoke grenade.
Smoke is filling up the habit.
No, that's definitely not my most expensive.
Okay,
grenade.
I don't want to know what that is.
One of them.
Please tell me
That'd be
you've
his,
got
his
portable
nuclear
nuke.
grenade.
What else are you doing? You've that was your.
Well, I
you
moved and I
then you
grenaded.
threw. Okay, cool. Magnus.
I'm intelligent enough to know not to run around with a nuke.
Okay, I'm going to start moving towards these people, although my sight is now a bit this way.
Yeah, so DM minus
This way.
2.
Yeah.
3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm assuming you probably try and make your way to some cover.
Can I see either of those?
You can see him.
Alright, I will.
There's smoke in the way.
I don't
No,
know
I
if you
can't.
can see
Minus
him because of where the door is.
The door's actually like in the wall, so it's not.
Okay.
It's like a slidey door.
Alright, cool.
So can I?
Because
who can I
sci-fi.
see?
So,
Just
so yes,
Sci-fi one.
yeah, but they're both.
Yeah, you
stood-
can see them just
They're
sort
both
of
in the
within the
doorway.
doorways.
Yeah.
alright, I will see who looks more important at a quick glance.
They are, well, it's difficult to tell in the smoke, but they are scientists, and he seems to be some sort of mercenary.
Okay, well I heard someone shout, "We've got it!" So I'm going to pick.
You heard that down the
I'm gonna-
far end.
Oh, okay. I'm going to pick the far scientist and try and shoot him like a hero.
Okay.
Don't shoot him like a hero. Shoot him like he's a bad guy.
Is there a door down this end?
No.
Okay. Oh, that's quite good. So that becomes a 7. I do get +2. Oh, +3 because of it's within quarter range of my ridiculous range rifle.
You get +3
Yes.
for the.
No, I get +1 for my sight, +1 for my HUD.
You
What
don't
sight?
get +1 for your sight.
Yes, I do.
Laser sight,
Yes.
not in this
No.
thermal
Infrared.
smoke.
No, it's not. It's a laser sight. It's a red dot. It's a modern one. That
Oh,
affects
okay.
infrared vision.
Infrared goggles. And
Okay.
stuff.
yeah, so
yeah,
my
yeah.
infrared goggles won't work.
That's not an IR sight.
Yeah,
No,
just
it's a
dot.
laser
A
dot.
laser dot.
Okay.
So 10.
Okay. You hit him with an effect of 2.
Jolly good show.
Oh.
Yeah, that was poor.
Oh. It's not even get through
It's
the,
not
the
wearing any
wall.
armor. He's wearing a breather.
Yeah,
That's
Eight.
about the
but
most
8
armor.
from a wall.
8, 9, 10, 13.
Okay. He screams. He's in severe pain. You see blood splatter up his jacket. he's not very happy about that. Funnily enough. Okay, next is the
I could use heavy weapons.
Fodlani down here. And it would be the lady, but she's unconscious on the floor.
Yeah.
So he is going to attempt to shoot Magnus.
Yeah.
No, actually, he's going to attempt to throw another grenade.
So throwing grenades is a really good thing to do.
At Azar.
Yeah.
Or thereabouts. So to try and throw a grenade next to Azar. 8.
I'm so looting his body.
A
He's
minus
got
2.
frag grenades.
Yep. +2, -2. His dex, athletics, dexterity bonus is +2. -2 for the smoke. That's an 8. So it.
Can I try and knock it back as a reaction?
You can dive for cover. That's what you can do. No, that's which would allow you to try and dive through the doorway, so you get some protection from the door, rather than you will get a DM -2 on your next action.
How far can you move with a dive for cover?
It's 1.5 meters. But I would,
That's 1 square.
Yeah.
So that's
but
Okay.
considering the grenade is behind you.
Yeah, but I saw it fly past me. I'm fully aware it's there.
Yeah. No, what I mean is you wouldn't be able to dive for cover that will actually block the grenade
Could
explosion.
I dive for cover by turning around and dropping
Well, your shield is going to protect you anyway.
from the front? That's why I want to turn.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
You would turn around and your shield will protect you.
Okay, so
Yeah. You'll get your full protection.
I would spin. Basically, the idea is I want to spin around and duck. Basically, kneel down so I'm behind the crate with my shield pointing towards the grenade. I'm assuming that would be a dive for cover because I would have to turn around.
To get, where are you trying
But
to dive to?
it's going to blow up there.
Yeah.
So you can't.
It's gonna blow up there.
Give you any
No.
benefit. You're going to do that.
So basically,
dive
it's
there.
behind me, so I want to basically drop to a knee there and put the shield there, so I'm in cover from that guy.
Sure,
and
yeah,
from there.
that's fine. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
It wouldn't
That's
make
fine.
sense that I could just do that as
Yep.
a free action.
You get -2
To my next
your next thing. Yep. Okay. So damage. You diving for cover? Well, you can't really get out of the way of it,
I
can you?
can't really get. I mean, I've got my shield, so
Okay.
I can't really get out of the
You
way.
could turn around like I am.
Well,
Put your shield in between the blast and
Yeah,
it.
I
be honest,
assume
yeah,
that's your
yeah.
part of your protection. I'm not
Yeah.
going to say your
They're
shield.
from the front.
yeah.
Otherwise, they'd be horrendously
Yeah, but
overpowered.
I couldn't actually put mine to the front because of where I stood.
Well, no, I assume you're
So,
like that
yeah.
around the side of it.
Okay.
Fair
I
enough.
will do. I will.
This- yeah.
Do you know what? I got,
You're just going to
They
take
do,
it.
they do 5D damage.
no, I'll have to try. I'll have to try.
Come
Yeah.
on,
Dive for
you've done
cover?
sword and board,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay,
it's
so
fine.
you
Just
rotate and
spring
drop.
around the back.
So yeah, do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get -2 to your next action.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah, that's why I'm
Oh,
turning
geez.
around.
I think it's pretty
Yeah.
hard.
Frag grenades are angry.
Yeah.
18
Right.
points of damage.
That guy's body needs looting.
Ching!
That guy's not going to have any grenades left.
So how much is from the door?
7.
7 from the door.
Yep.
8 from being me.
That's 15.
It's
So
15.
you take 3
So I
on your
still
endurance.
take 3 on my endurance.
How's your endurance doing?
It's down to 4.
Okay.
So that's -1.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow, you're screwed, dude.
That's all right. Only if you need to make an endurance roll, like for not dying.
I'm okay.
Okay. I'm glad you're okay.
I'm okay.
Good. Okay, right.
He didn't get an effective over 6, did he?
No,
You've got it spot
flat
on.
0.
Yeah, it's got it spot on. Okay, next is Brandon, and the other guy down the far end who will actually. What are you doing?
I think. Do you want to do the other guy first?
Well, we're going simultaneously, effectively, because we've got the same effect.
Okay.
He's going to shoot you.
And I'm gonna. 1, 2, 3.
He disappears from our little window.
Actually, he's not. He's not. He's gonna. Yeah. 2, 3, 4. Okay. He's gonna move to the door.
Yeah.
So he's gonna take 3 minor actions.
Yeah.
Open it up.
Yeah.
And move through round to the other exterior door. But I assume on the way there you're gonna shoot him.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
shooting.
So as he goes through the door, you shoot him.
Move to there.
Yeah, you don't have to shoot him where he is now.
No. But
as he went through.
Yeah, he'd be following him.
Yeah.
Attack of opportunity, no?
Okay, cool.
Okay. So I rolled 6, plus 1 7, plus 1 8, 9 10 11, minus the 2 because it was 2, 9.
Okay, so an effect of 1.
Effect of 1.
He is going to dodge.
Okay.
So you miss.
That's what his dex is.
No, you just hit.
I just hit. Okay. So that's 8, 9 10 11 points damage.
Okay.
Oh, and I just hit, so yeah, it is 11 points damage.
Okay.
So I get minus, it's 3d minus 3. Oh, sorry, 11, 12, 13, 14 points of damage because I have AP3.
Okay.
If he's wearing armor. Yeah.
He is wearing armor. He's got combat armor on.
Oh, that's much chunkier.
Okay.
That's worth something. I'll try and shoot.
Make sure this guy dies.
I'll try and shoot
Or
him a
indeed
bit less.
keeping.
Just aim for the head and nothing
Right.
but the head. Keep the
Next,
rest
it's
intact.
the.
Do I have a minor action?
Scientist.
Oh, you're moving
You
this
moved,
minor action.
and you did your shot.
Okay.
Minor action, significant action. Okay. Next is the scientists. The one over there is going to move 12 down the wall towards this near exit.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, that was a very bad plan.
because he's not aware, so you can hit him if you want to.
Oh, I will.
Past.
Well, it was more the fact he's just run past a guy holding a very large gun looking that way. It
Well,
was like,
actually, he's just run out of a pool of smoke.
Yeah, which is
And-
quite a
and
reasonable
got
thing.
out of a door.
Oh no, there's
Like,
smoke.
he's gone
there's
running
smoke.
down the wall, like with his arm down the side of the
And
wall.
there's
Oh, where's
So
the
he
door?
pops out the smoke.
And
You
there's-
see him pop out the
there's-
smoke and go,
And there's a
bang,
crazy-
if
there's
that
a
doesn't
crazy
finish
guy
him off.
throwing grenades.
Yeah.
he's going to round a corner to a Yatrin with its head on fire
Okay.
and a combat shotgun and a really bad attitude.
Yeah, you're really pissed off. You just got a bit of grenade in the face, and a scientist pops out of nowhere and sort of looks at you as he runs past, like, please don't kill me.
He did still hit himself with the grenade.
Sorry? No, it was all the way down there. It was 9.
Yeah. And
No,
it's
'cause
20. It's 20 range.
Blast 9.
Oh, it's blast 9.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
yeah.
blast 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
So it's like, yeah. Okay.
If some guy's running into the room
Yes,
that I'm in.
there is actually a rule for that. You can
Clothesline him with your pat, with your
You get an attack at -2, I believe, because you're slightly caught
It's a
off
reaction.
guard.
Is
It's
that
like
in addition to his normal attack?
It's a
or-
reaction.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you can
so
spend
you'll
your
get-
reaction to attack him and then your action to attack him.
Yes. Yes.
You know what? I hate this guy.
So it's a -2 to do it,
Yep,
and your next action will have a -1 because
Yeah.
you've done a reaction.
which would be a -3 because I had a reaction previous.
Oh, yeah, the grenade.
No?
Dodging the grenade.
Okay, so
Oh yes, because you dodged the
because
grenade.
I dodged the
Yeah,
grenade.
yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So yeah, all right. As my action, then I'm going to clothesline him with a
Oh,
piston.
so this
fist.
would actually be -4 because this is your next. The next thing you're doing is at -2.
Right. Okay, so this is at -4.
Yeah.
But I'm going to clothesline him with a piston fist at -4.
Okay, go for it. Oh.
Please hit him. It'd be hilarious.
Okay.
So what am I doing? That's
Kudos, and
dexterity.
your melee.
It's not melee, is it? Is there a brawl?
There is it's melee brawling or something.
I don't have melee apparently.
Ooh.
I won't use the piston fist. then.
Shotgun him.
Shotgun.
Okay. As he runs past you.
Doesn't need to. It's automatic.
Yeah, but it's for effect.
Yeah.
8, 9, 10,
Plus and the range 11.
and the range 11 minus.
Oh, and my laser sight 12 because it's got a laser sight on.
Right, 12 minus
4.
8.
4 is 8.
That's a hit.
The bloke runs around the corner
Yeah.
and this dot appears in
Yeah,
his
yeah.
chest. And he goes, no!
It's 4d6.
It's 4d6.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll roll the big dice twice then.
Yeah,
It's a bit
go for
brutal.
it.
6 and 7 is 13.
Okay, so he comes running out of the mist, little trail of the kind of thermal smoke behind him,
Gun.
and you pop him with a shotgun. He turns to look at you. Don't kill! And, and his body hits the wall with a massive bloody smear across the front of it. You don't think he's quite dead, but he collapses to the floor unconscious.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be running away from
the floor, unconscious in the
Prisoners.
opposite Azar. No, sort of on
Give
the
us
other
all your
wall.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah, perfect. Okay, the other scientist is going to move into the room. There, perfect. Right, Azar, it's now your turn.
Now,
You kind of just went boom. You kind of shocked yourself a little bit actually with that reaction, but you took the scientist out.
This is he's not getting this back moment.
In his
Like a
hand
hero.
is a small sort of interface computer device. Looks like he's potentially been downloading something off of a computer.
I'm going to take that off him.
Minor action.
Yeah. And now I'm kind of torn, really. Can I get around the outside and come in the other door, or is that
You
leading?
could, but you'd have to move a number of squares equal to the exterior of the building, so it would take you a while. But you could do.
But I can do that as my sort of significant action, or as two more minor actions.
You can move the equivalent of 8 squares.
Would you want to go that way, or do you want to?
Wants to cut him off at the pass.
Yeah, I was thinking about cutting off the guy that you're about to give chase to.
Well, he's probably gonna go because he never appeared from our direction,
Oh, fair point.
so he's probably
Right.
Gonna head,
I will
head to
come
the
through
hills.
and head towards him because Gauss rifle's my next target.
Okay.
Not the guy, the Gauss rifle.
yeah.
Ooh.
I like the way.
Give me your
You're
clothes,
moving
your
everyone
boots,
there
and your
underneath
Gauss
that
rifle.
duct.
Yeah,
That's good.
Well,
We'll duck on. What?
pretty much, you'd go under a duck.
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah, you would,
You
'cause
would
it's
go
more
round,
cover
Yeah,
and everything.
you kind of
Okay,
like
Magnus.
hugs the wall.
Okay, I'm going to advance slightly this way.
Slightly.
So
Do you want to have a significant action as well? So you move
Yes.
4 squares. Okay.
And
then
then shoot him.
I'm going
Shoot him in
to
the
shoot
face.
him
Okay. With a -2.
with a -2.
Yep.
Does that now clear up my minuses?
Yes.
7 plus 5 plus 2. 9.
Okay. He is going to dodge, which will reduce it by 2.
Okay.
So you miss. But he has a -1 to his next action, which is now. And
He's not going to grenade you.
He's going to shotgun you. I don't have the shotgun details that you have, but he's got a similar.
Fully automatic
Yeah.
shotgun. All right,
Yeah.
yeah.
So he's going to burst shoot you.
Okie doke.
Leave some horrible
He rolled
marks
a
on your
double
shield.
1.
He's not going to burst shoot you.
He pulls his gun up and goes, ha ha! And that's his go.
Haha!
She's unconscious.
So tempted to keep him in the cold
Brandon
steel.
and the guy. So just to let you know what he's doing,
Yeah.
he's going to open the door
Yeah.
and run.
Okay, that's fine.
Look at that.
Okay, so I shall move to there
Mhm.
and stabilise the lady on the floor.
Okay. Make a medic roll, please.
So 5 plus 1,
intellect
6.
or
It's
education, because it's
Fine. I'll just use medic. So that's 5, 6, 7. So 7.
Does the medic
Plus
kit
your
do anything?
education.
Sorry, my
That's
education
DM.
was so 8.
Okay, you successfully stabilised
Does the
him.
medic kit give you anything?
Well, yeah, my medic gives me
Allows you to
+1.
do it.
Okay.
My medic. Well, no, I've got a
Good medic.
I've got one. I've got like a emergency
Sure.
combat
Mhm.
stabilising stuff. That, and I've got medic, and I've got education +1. So.
Okay, you stabilise her.
Nice.
Cool. Then he opens the door and runs out the back door.
Yippee-ki-yay!
Chase him down.
I'm chasing.
Okay.
He's got stuff I want.
Valuable
Then
stuff.
the scientist's turn. How long does that smoke last?
3 rounds.
Got one more round.
Yeah.
Okay. He is staying where he is, but you can hear him talking on communicator, saying, "Get out of here! I'm transmitting it to you now. Get out of here!"
Cool. Is it my action?
They're going to be in a ship somewhere.
No,
No, it's my action.
Azar.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I
Azar.
can't do anything.
I should take a minor action to get me close enough to be able to see him to shoot him.
He has gone round the corner of the building, so he's not just going to run in a straight line out of the door.
Okay.
Oh.
That would be.
This ain't the Dukes of Hazzard, you know.
And you think actually he's running in the direction of one of the large rover vehicles that were parked outside.
Reappear.
Yes, you should.
Vehicle chase! Oh wait, I can't drive.
That's okay.
And they haven't got grav flyers here, which I can fly.
That's okay.
Typical.
He won't get away in a ground vehicle.
A good point. We've got a spaceship.
And
With a
pulse
turret,
lasers.
I hasten to add.
Okay.
I shall continue to give chase though, so yeah, I'll spend the
Okay.
rest of my minor actions chasing him then.
Okay, so you run out of the building.
Yeah,
Okay.
in an attempt to catch him up.
Then we have Magnus.
I'm going to step 4 squares towards that chap in front of me.
Yep.
And I'm going to give him the cold steel.
Colt Steel.
Right. So drawing and reloading.
I'm not
It's a
drawing.
buzz bayonet.
It's a bayonet. It's already on my
Of
gun.
course. Sorry, I'm getting mixed up between your chain weapons.
Oh no! That's cold steel. They don't like it up 'em.
Okay.
Throw him, in him,
Out.
So
shake it all about.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
You hit him.
You didn't dodge or anything, did you? No.
And I
He's
don't get any
going to-
penalties for the smoke.
He is going to dodge to reduce your effect by 2.
So it's 11 becomes 11.
So that's an effect of 3.
Alright, cool. 7. It's another 4. 11. Wasn't particularly good. 11, but AP 4.
Okay. Okay, you do hurt him. And he's like, ah!
Things I was not expecting to happen to me today.
Yeah, they're a very intimidating weapon according
Okay.
to the blurb.
Yes.
Funny that.
The next is the Fodolani himself. And he... I surrender. Drops his shotgun. I surrender. The scientist in the other room, you fucking what? Yep, they've hired me. This is not worth it.
Do you know what? Having a chain bayonet in your chest will put you off of fighting for however
Well, you
much
just
money.
had 2 grenades bounced off your shield and your chain bayonet, so he's just like, yeah, fair enough. I'm done.
It's a fair cop, governor.
Touche, sir. Star.
So he surrenders. He literally drops his shotgun and just stands.
Can I say kick it away?
Yeah, he kicks. Hoofs it. It's
kicked-
jammed. It's
he
fucked anyway. He doesn't care. Right.
Hey.
So next is Brandon. You're looking after the woman.
Okay, so she's stabilised.
Yep.
So basically, I'll check around to make sure. I'll check with Azar.
He's gone.
That he's okay.
Oh,
Pursuing.
on the thing.
You don't have any electrical communicating devices, do you?
No, fair point. Well made.
Yeah.
You can see
You're
on
shouting,
the tracker,
you're
though.
shouting out the door. No, Azar is in the gun turret.
Oh, yeah.
Azar is in the gun turret. Azar is always in the gun turret.
Although
he's being
in saying
tracked,
that,
man.
if he's just run out, if he's run out of the
my
building,
tactical HUD would display, but that's
Yeah,
fine. I will basically move the body.
You might want to move her into the vestibule from which we came,
basically-
because then you can find the other body.
Oh, yeah. You're going to take her towards the door.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll take her back.
You
towards
do
the
notice some blood in the room there. You're not quite sure why.
door.
The last is the scientist, and he just walks out slowly.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You're too late anyway."
so tempted to just go.
You're too late.
This is the
anyway.
price of your impudence.
Transmitted the data has been transmitted.
Yes.
So there's been some data transferred. That's okay. We can just do the whole computer thing and work out what data's been transferred.
And to where, and then give chase.
And
like
then to
heroes.
where, and then we'll just,
Fire the pulse lasers.
Which scientists did we bring down? Because I thought we brought the woman and the Fotholani.
You did, but they didn't seem to be who they said they were.
The Fotholani turned out to have a whole load of armour and weapons and
Grenades.
shotguns, and
He didn't have them on him.
no, I'm assuming the other bloke brought them along.
Maybe.
Well,
While you were messing about getting riot shields and getting all your kit on, they were messing about getting all their kit on.
yeah,
It's fair.
okay.
Hey, they're not riot shields. They are proper boarding
Sorry,
shields.
boarding shields. So,
All right.
boarding
Well,
shields. Definitely illegal on most
Okay.
planets.
Well, do you want to try and find out what information
I'll
they took?
still give them pursuit.
And I'll,
They give
um,
them to you. Okay,
yeah.
And
so
I'll
while
round
you
up
guys-
I'll take the prisoners back to the ship.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I search that guy for electronic devices?
which one?
The
scientist.
The scientist.
Okay, he has got a device which is used to extract. He's got a little computer basically. a portable
Basically,
computer.
Can I see it's transmitted something?
It's got a blank screen.
All right. Well, I'm going to take it.
Well, they're
okay,
fairly
laser.
short range. They've not got that massive range.
You take it off him, and he says you won't find anything on that.
Oh, he's being
Can
smug.
I use my computer to see? Because I've got a little tablet as well,
Mhm.
to see if there's any basic link to the ship. See if there's anything around that's moving, like a vehicle or an aircraft or
well,
something.
Shit.
As you do that, you see the man climb the rungs up to the kind of hatch into this
Right, I'm going to shoot him before
vehicle.
you get in.
Okay, and he's kind of opening the thing.
Yeah, auto.
Go for it. That's multiple shots.
Yep. What do I do?
You roll three attacks,
Three
basically.
attacks.
3 attacks.
Oh.
That one misses.
Possibly. How
Well.
far away is he?
What's your range? You're not that far
50.
behind him.
50 meters.
Yeah. What did you roll?
I rolled a 4.
Yeah, but you get +1 for range, +1 for the gun, +1.
You're not a quarter of the range.
All right. Well, you get the laser sight, so you get +1. I don't know if you've got any bonuses.
I've got +1 for my gun combat.
Is it gun combat solid?
Yep, it's gun combat slug.
And dex.
Slug, sorry.
So,
Yeah.
oh,
And my
it's 7.
dex is +1.
You're only just missing. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I still got 2 more.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's going to do better.
That hits.
That'd be double 6.
Okay.
And then the last one.
Wait, well, hang on. We're going to need to figure out the
Okay.
full effect. So, double 6 plus 2, was it?
+1 from the gun.
+1 from me,
plus two
+1 from me.
So
+1 for the gun.
+3 overall.
So it's plus
Okay,
3.
so that's a
15.
15.
So that's a
So
15.
it's an effect of 7,
Yep.
right? So that's an effect 7 hit. And then your last shot.
I don't know whether you want to count that or not.
Yeah,
It's kind of
fine.
up, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
So
That's a 9, 12 with all the bonuses.
So that's an effect of 4.
Right.
So you got 7 and a 4.
Yep.
So roll the 2 damages then. So the first one, roll damage and add 7.
So
17.
plus 2 more dice.
Yep.
17, 25.
Okay. You see a burn hole appears. A bullet hole appears in his armor. Yeah, it's kind of like.
That doesn't have AP,
And your
does
second one.
No.
That's not going to do
3.
nothing.
Oh, 4.
Okay, you've sort of
yeah,
but
7.
that is like a
plus the magnitudes, don't we add? So 4 plus
did that on the first
7 plus what was the magnitude on the second one?
1. 4.
So 8. Yeah. Okay.
So you have to stop to do full auto. So you're like fire the gun, and bullets like bounce off the side of the vehicle and his armor, and you see one catch him sort of in the back of his ribs. And but he pulls open the hatch and sort of jumps in and closes it behind him. This thing is a TEV.
Yeah.
What?
TEV.
It's a terrain
vehicle.
exploration vehicle. It's like a big armored semi-tank. It's not got any weapons, but it's like a scout vehicle that's armored and can go off into the hinterlands and survive for days with 8 people inside it.
While
It's quite big.
he's starting it up, because that's not something that you just like go
No,
and off you go, is it?
Yeah.
Have I got enough time to run up and climb on top?
you do.
I shall do that.
Okay, So you clamber up onto the. He has locked the vehicle down.
That's fine.
If
But you
only you
clamber
had
up
one of those
onto
little things.
I know.
If
If
only
only
you-
I had a
if
transponder.
only
to
you-
it.
We know where you were.
If only you were carrying, say, a cutting torch.
You raise a very pertinent point.
Are you carrying?
I did
You did
express
say
say
you
were
I
carrying
was
a
cutting
thinking
torch.
of a cutting torch.
You can't be doing that.
You
That's
have got a
terrible
cutting
to
torch.
say.
So you clamber up on top of it.
Don't wreck the
You
vehicle.
guys are inside doing the stuff with all the others.
Yeah.
As the vehicle starts up and moving off across the mud flats now, you think in the direction that you flew from with the ship. Your system links up to the ship, and the sensors show you that one of the vehicles has started up and is moving off, and seems to be accelerating rapidly at a dangerous, I don't care about my own safety kind of level.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to shout at those two, move, get out and move to my ship now, or I'll blow your brains out.
Okay.
In the most intimidating way I possibly
They're fairly intimidated as it is, so they are more than happy
to run towards
to
my
run
ship.
towards your ship. So you guys start back towards the ship.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay. Yep.
Please.
And I think we'll have to end the session there, as you guys are taking prisoners. They're now passengers, not of their own accord. You're taking prisoners back to your ship.
Yeah.
As you are surfing the TV as it shoots across the hinterland. But you can tell that this vehicle is heading in the direction of the remnant ruins that you guys have just flown from.
Yeah.
Where Glisser, Stalwart Husk, and Jackson Singray are awaiting you.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you enjoyed the battle mat. That's Battlesystems terrain. We'll put a link down below, as I said earlier on. We use Imperial Assault miniatures. We're going to try and get some bespoke character miniatures of different types for the future, but I think that'll work quite well. So, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc., etc. And we'll see you next time on Eternal Reaches. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.